Hello everybody, Caden here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs. And today, this is going to be a bit of a weird episode for me to record, not only because it's been like a week, or a half actually, since we've been in this world, but mainly because I don't have any way to listen to the game sound right now. For some reason I've lost my headphones and I really just wanted to get to recording the video, so I have to record without hearing anything that's going on, and it's kind of a weird feeling. But yeah, anyway, we're just gonna do today's episode, which is something some of you guys might not have been totally expecting me to do. I'm actually gonna just quickly turn to daytime. We're gonna do the Ocelot. And the reason I say some of you might not have expected this is because, well, typically we've only been doing modded creatures. I mean, if we head over to the best example of this, which is going to be the savannah, and I mean, the only reason I'm doing this is because I just really want to look at it again. I mean, every single creature in this area has been modded. The giraffes with the gazelles that keep despawning, even though people told me how to keep them from despawning, and I haven't done that yet. We got our camels, we got our zebras and giraffes, we got our lions. Why is there a hole in there? Gravel, I forgot about that. That would have been from when I was throwing stuff at it. I mean, we got like cheetahs, we got all sorts of cool things in this park. And now, basically, after building this whole themed area for the savannah, I've realized one of two things. Well, two things. The first being that we need to get a unified theme for this area. For the whole jungle aesthetic, because right now it's like 8 different styles, and from what I'm thinking, at least for now, I think we might be going for something like the panda theme, the panda exhibit theme, which I think actually fits. The bamboo with the willow looks really cool, and it really fits the whole, aesthetic I'm going for. However, I'm probably going to change a couple things. I might change the accent block up there to something else. I'm thinking the dark oak wood, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so today's episode is basically just going to be me building up the Ocelot enclosure, because, well, I remember a while ago some of you guys said you actually preferred seeing these episodes, the episodes where, I actually go in and build the stuff on camera. So because I remember those comments, I was like, you know what, we'll just do that today. Plus, I mean, if we look at the size of an Ocelot, I mean, they're pretty small. We don't really need the largest of exhibits for this. And I need to get it. There we go. Okay. No wild ocelots in the zoo. I think I actually saw an ocelot in a zoo once. I don't remember though. It's been a really long time. I think in terms of design, this is going to be designed somewhat similarly to the panda/vulture enclosure, in the fact that it's going to use a rock wall for a majority of the back to kind of just, close it off. But then I think actually I got the willow trees correct. Yes. Let's see. This gonna be a big enough area? I think this will be big enough. Actually, we're gonna do something a bit different for this one. I think I would like to put a shelter in. So then, yeah, we'll have the rock wall go a bit like that. But actually, if we quickly, is that the right willow? I don't know if that's the right willow tree. It's been a while since Nope, this is not the right willow tree. I'm pretty sure of it, but you know what, who cares? Yeah, we're gonna get the other willow tree because that's the one that really, I'd say, sells the whole jungle thing. Okay, so willow, this is the one. This is the Lord of the Rings one, I think. Yeah, this should be the Lord of the Rings one. And then there we go. This one's perfect because it doesn't go over the pathway. Or well, at least the main pathway. I'm thinking if we do like 2 of them right here, I need to trim this one a bit so that way it's not directly over the pathway, and then what will be the fence. But actually, I want to just break a couple of these vine things off so that way they won't keep bothering me later. But let me think. Is this kind of what I was thinking? Yeah, this is about what I was thinking. So I thought it would be kind of cool, at least for this exhibit, to kind of have the trees make up part of the whole barrier fence. Because I was like, you know what, that looks pretty cool. How did they get it to... Huh. I don't understand. That's really cool how they got it to do that. And I really wish I could figure out how that happens. It must just be the way it generates. I don't know. But we'll put in a bit of extra rock wall like that or something. Let's see. And then actually here we can just do like that and bring up the tree a bit more. Okay, that works out. Okay. And I got rid of the other willow log. And I think the reason I want to use this one for the whole fence is because, well, one, it's the one we used for the panda, and two, I think this one kind of has a cooler jungle feel to it. I actually need to turn the rain off real quick. Okay, there we go. Where's the concrete block? I think I was going to do the concrete for the border here. Okay, and then just doing typical glass viewport. Oh yeah, so for everyone wondering, yes, this is going to be a much shorter episode than the usual ones of this series. Reason for that is basically just, well, I guess if you've been watching a lot more of or if you were here yesterday and saw what went up yesterday, you'll know I did 2 uploads yesterday, and that was one of Atlas and one of Dinos. Now, yes, I know Atlas isn't the most popular series. I can very easily tell that from yesterday, being the fact being Dinos, they were both up for the same amount of time, and Dinos had 3 times the views Atlas did. So obviously, survival vanilla isn't what most of you guys have come here to watch, and I understand that, so yeah. But we're gonna keep going with it, because it's a fun series, at least I really enjoy it. I've got like a week's worth of videos currently recorded, so I'm like, you know, I might as well at least upload them and see what you got, if you guys will, at the end of like, what, 2 weeks? I think that's about how many videos I've actually planned out to do. If that by the end of 2 weeks of pretty much, hopefully everyday uploads of it, if you guys still don't want to see it, we'll probably get rid of it. But I guess we'll have to wait until that happens, so... And then just do like this. Okay, what was one of the things I wanted to do? Ah yes, I wanted to do... And I think this log actually works really well for it. I wanted to do... something a bit like this. Let's see. And then maybe do a bit of a rock formation down here. And then do like that. And that looks okay. And then do like... let's see. Actually, that probably needs to just go like that. Have a tree branch come out by... Whoops, we can't actually do that because that will ruin things. Just have it be like that as well. So yeah, we have some sort of fallen tree for them to climb onto. You might just build like a little extra thing back here. Again, just like a little, I guess you could say, tree trunk to climb onto. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I mean, I'm just kind of going off what, surprisingly, not actually what I would do for most big cat enclosures, but actually what I would do for the Smilodon enclosure in my dinosaur series. Because I'm like, ooh. You know, this would be actually kind of cool. Switching out, having regional fences, like pedestrian pathways. Because that'd actually look really cool if we did the bamboo ones. At least, yeah, I think this would actually look really cool to have the bamboo ones going for the jungle area. Yeah, that could be pretty interesting. Gives this part of the zoo something extra unique. Which, to be honest, is something I think all the areas really are in need of. Something to kind of differentiate them from, you know, the last area you just went to see. Why is the world lagging some? I don't know. It's weird to think that this world would lag because I've gotten used again to playing on a multiplayer server that's not hosted in the States. So, you know, I've gotten used to like the whole ping and stuff, but I'm not sure why it would lag on a single player world, especially considering I'm offline. Oh yeah, I'll need to fully convert this to the jungle biome. I forgot, I never actually did that. And where else I want to add a bit of a hill? I guess we can add a bit of a hill back here. I'm trying to remember, where do they live? The Cloud Forest, I think is where the Ocelots live. Or it's the Rainforest or something. I don't know. I used to know actually quite a bit about like all the animals that live in like the Amazon and areas near there. I used to know those regions and the animals that live there really, really, really well. But over time, I think I've kind of forgotten them when I started figuring out what dinosaurs were, and then, well, from there I kind of just fell in love with the dinosaurs, and I was like, yeah, who cares about this stuff? I want to go see a dinosaur. That looks pretty cool. And then just want to put up maybe one more layer just to make it a bit more safe. Actually, let's do 2, and then I can add in a bit of an overhang. Been doing with every other rock wall-based area in this zoo. In fact, I think this might be the last area we do the rock wall for. Nope, I'm gonna definitely use it for the North American forests area. That's definitely gonna have it. There's no way around it because I want to do some Rocky Mountain-like exhibits, and I'm gonna need some rock walls for that. Okay. And let's see. Just do a bit like that. Ooh. I was actually thinking just now, it'd be kind of cool to do something like what we did with the tigers, where we made it look like their area was built into some ancient ruins. That might be slightly harder to do with this build, but let's see. Where's the cobble wall? The cobble wall. And just put in like some little bits, I guess. I don't know. How does that look? 3 cobblestone walls. I mean, that is actually, you know, it kind of adds a tiny bit of a thing. Oh yeah, I actually need to build the interior of that little area. Where's the hay block? Hay, and then we'll grab some cyan stained clay, and grab some of these blocks, because this might actually help give it a bit more of a, whoops, a ruined vibe. I'll just do like this, and then I don't know. Weird little thing to build, but you know, it's interesting. It gives the build a bit more character than they usually have. And then I'll just add a little, it doesn't need to be that big, it just needs to have a bit of space, and then I'll classify this as a decent shelter. I mean, this is kind of like the ones I more expect a zoo to put in for their animal. Something that, you know, has like a little gate or something, and most of the visitors, you know, we can't go in and see them. But however, you know, the animals can just walk in, get out of the prying eye of the public, and just, you know, hide out during the hot parts of the day. Actually, not hot soul. Let's actually just use some spruce planks. I think, yeah. That'll actually look good, and that kind of, yeah, I think that kind of fits. Then just put in a bit of a roof. I mean, I'll probably build an actual exterior to this later, but for now, there's not really a point to doing that. And then we can just put in, like, you know, some little things, I guess, which they could climb on, because I don't know, I guess cats like to climb on things. I don't know. I've never had a cat, and I'm not much of a, I don't know, cat person, I guess you could say. Then again, I'm not much of a dog person either. I'm not either. Either, whatever you want to say. Just do something a bit like, yeah, they'll be able to get under that, so that'll work actually. That, give the shade a bit more of a texture. Oh, and where's the willow tree? Ah, dang it, I got rid of it. Let's get some willows and some bone meal. And we'll just, I guess, chuck these. Back here. Let's see how will this look. Just want them to be somewhat tall so that way they'll reach. Yeah, they're tall enough actually. I forgot. I don't need to do as many of these as I did need to do with the acacias, because the acacia trees are much smaller and less dense, so you have to use more of them. The problem with these things is that since they're so large, they make it a lot harder to get more trees added into a display to really fill in gaps. But that looks a lot cooler. And then if we just, I don't know, add a bit of, you know, something to make it seem like, you know, it's actually part of a mountain or something. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. Cobble? Okay, smashing rock and follow moss. Okay. Smashing rock, smashing rock, smashing rock. Smashing rock. Stupid trees. Stuff in trees. Okay, and then one more. Okay, ball of moss. Because that'll actually, yeah, that actually makes it look a lot cooler, I think. At least in my opinion, it makes it look much cooler. For the gravel, and just get some cobblestone there, and then, yeah. Let me see, let's see, how is this gonna look? I think that looks pretty cool. I mean, we need to get some more plant life over here, obviously. We can work on that later, at a later date, adding a few more trees and stuff. But I think for just what it is, this looks pretty decent. Let's add a couple of ocelots in. 1, 2, 3. I think we can have 4 in here. It's a decently sized exhibit. And nope, I don't want to turn on the land world. Let's get the shaders on. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. We got a lot of cover actually. Well, I mean, it doesn't look like that much cover, but I think when the vines start growing in a bit more, it's gonna look really cool. I want to see, has any of them actually? Why is it lagging? It doesn't usually lag this much with the shaders. Nope, none of them have gone in the thing, but the shelter. But let's see. It is lagging up a storm. Just, heck, I'll put the shadows down really low. If it hasn't increased the FPS at all. Wow, that's somewhat disappointing. Well, after a somewhat disappointing bout with the shaders, but I think, yeah, this is a decent exhibit. For what it is, it's a good looking little exhibit. I mean, going with this kind of build, we're probably gonna put the toucans, whatever you want to call them. I don't actually know how many more jungle creatures we have to put in. The toucans are the only ones I'm really able to think of. The gorillas, I guess. But then after that, I think we may actually be done with this area. Except for maybe some other things, I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed this little episode. And yeah, hope to see you guys again soon. Until next time, see ya.